we go. Let's hopefully get in there and we'll see what they're going to be doing. So again, just for those picks that those have just tuned in or those just watching this on a recording that you might well be doing, as will be happening on my own YouTube channel. That will be YouTube/user/4Deman. Just to get that plug in very early. That's where you'll be able to watch these VODs, and as well as the ESL channel, of course. So Clairvoyance goes down. So just to give you a quick blast through the bans as they were. Gamed banned Karthus, Nidalee, Alistar, Rumble, Malzahar and Brand with the 6 bans. Fnatic picked, as you can see on your screen, on the blue side, which you are viewing on the stream. If you are watching the VOD, you'll be watching the purple side, which will be gamed. So they picked Amumu, Ashe, Janna, Sion and Ryze. Gamed picked Gragas, Sona, Caitlyn, Trundle and Veigar. And some of you may notice I probably spelled Veigar wrong. Yes, I did. I got the I and E the wrong way around. So, gamed standing on mid-turret, not going anywhere, pinging the river, and are not going to play ball. So, item-wise, we can look at that. Doran's for Sona, Gragas, Veigar, Sion, and nobody else. That's the Doran's ring, sorry. Doran Blade on... No.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
They said play on this time. No restart. It will come 1 minute too late, whatever.
Oh, good Lord.
This is actually the position that Fnatic have picked for this. They're pretty much right in the game base between the bottom and mid lanes, like pushed right up. We're getting one port back.
Just caught a glimpse of them on there. Candice just saw them, actually. Caught a glimpse of the whole team there. Just went, ran back. So they're going to steal blue, clearly, with Amumu. That's going to be a definitive steal. And I tell you what, they need to be careful on the bottom lane as well. Because a 5-man charge out the side there with so much stun that they've got early on. Instead, I think they're going to get into lane, but they need to be careful. I don't think they're going to... I mean, you'd be crazy to tower dive at level 1. So there's Reyk reconnected. There goes the blue going to Cyanide. I assume it's going to be the one that's going to pick it up.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a nice steal from the start. And, well, Trundle, I guess he's going to get the early lane coverage. Yeah, he's going to have to cover until Gragas gets there, which is what he's doing. So it's going to be Gragas versus xPeke on top, and so it's going to be Ryze versus Gragas top and Sion versus Veigar mid. So I called that slightly wrong, but again, we got a identical bottom lane to the last game, and that is Ashe, Janna versus Caitlyn and Sona. Sona going up towards the blue. I'm not too sure where Sona's wandering off to. Has he got a ward? He doesn't have a ward. Oh, he's going to take down the last minion that was left, obviously, by Fnatic. So that's how it is, Joe, and hopefully things aren't lagging.
No, so far, high five, so good. It seems to be okay. Hopefully the players manage to stay that way as well. And obviously we can see xPeke at the moment, not having any problems, of course, very early game. Bottom lane, pretty standard as well. We'll see if Candy managed to put in such a great performance as last time. Maybe we'll see a slight change in play style by Lamia and Mellisan for Fnatic down on that bottom, because they were, having a few troubles with Caitlyn in the range, and she was getting in there with managing to pick up a lot. I love that Veigar skin, by the way. It's so nice.
But Gragas just at the top there. xPeke actually went for him a little bit. Now, xPeke has obviously been mid for the last few games and pretty much dominated there, and got a little bit too aggressive. And the minion wave actually did a lot of damage to him there, which is why he's had to use a health pot already. He started off with a Sapphire Crystal and 2 health pots, so he's used one already. And Gragas obviously going to have that poke, but if he gets caught, could do quite a bit of damage to him. But xPeke is going to have to back away and farm as much as possible. Early level Ryze is quite tricky to farm with. He has quite a slow auto basic attack. Not that strong either, so he's probably going to... You don't be surprised if you see him farming with his Q, his nuke, which he's probably used a fair bit of. Yeah, it looks like his mana's pretty low as well, so I'm guessing he's used it a bit. Sion getting a stun in mid on Kevin there, going to get a small explosion, but the tower is going to explode on him as well. It's going to hit Sion, so it's not a bad call actually for mid there with Veigar versus Sion. Obviously that damage shield that he gets is a slight block on the AP damage, which is why that's going to work out well. Meanwhile, bottom, it's going to be interesting to see how this one plays out. Like we mentioned, Caitlyn dominated really.
Middle could be a bit of trouble here. Trundle's come out. They've got the stun onto Shushei, who manages to get away. He's got an ignite on him, but I think he's surviving. Yeah, he is surviving. 70 HP or so. Mumu just coming back to give that bit of cover. That was the first bit of a close call, actually, for Sion, who is now, of course, away and will be healing up. And down on the bottom, once again, it looks like Candy and Nyph have pushed that lane fairly heavily, just letting the minions from Fnatic come that little bit closer into them.
Is Ashe ported? Looks like Ashe has gone back, maybe?
Ashe is back, yeah.
So must have put pressure on Ashe. So again, like you said, what we mentioned, the Piltover from Caitlyn, I'm guessing that's what she's been using to poke him, and maybe using the what's the word for it? The whatever, the passive, that's the one. The passive ability, the sniper, the big hit that comes every 6, is it? Every 6 or 7?
Every 7th shot, I think.
People are always watching it going, oh my god, you know,
he doesn't even know this.
It's quite tricky to pull off the stats off your head while you're mid-game. And they're like, oh, why don't you do your research? It's like, well, there is a lot of champions. I mean, I know I'm just got a glimpse of Janna there. Meanwhile, Ryze has been pushing onto big Gragas up top, so he's going to back away. I don't think he's going to go anywhere. He's just going to be cautious. Oh, good lord, that AFK warning again. I keep forgetting every game. Veigar needs to be careful. He doesn't get the stun. That must have been very close. He's got himself the boots, which he has to have. Veigar is quite a slow hero from the beginning. What's his movement speed? 376 to 387. Yeah, so Sion with that quite a well, I'll say it's only 10 advantage, but it is quite a bit of an advantage in movement speed if you're that close to each other, especially when you get the stun down on them. So he needs to be very cautious in mid. Obviously, just needs to try and last hit with his, is it Q, I believe it is, that builds the AP up. I think it's the Q. I can't remember the name of it. It's been that long since I played Veigar. I used to play him so much as well. I love that guy. But at the moment, pretty even. No kills, no first bloods. We are 6 minutes 43 into this. And expect to see Amumu coming out. He had to cover mid earlier. Ryze has got a rather large stack. I don't understand why Reyk is so far back, actually. I don't know what he was doing there. Why he'd gone so far away. I think he was waiting for Trundle to come down, maybe have a gank. I'm not too sure what was happening there. Why he backed so far away with full hit points. Meanwhile, in mid there, just got a glimpse of Amumu not going to get anything from it. Trundle is in that jungle, though, so if Amumu goes looking for those wraiths, which he may well have.
They did already. Both Shushei and Cyanide pushed right up. Look to the top golems, and actually, the Wraiths were there, but Amumu decided not to go for them. Then they just sat around middle. So, they didn't actually catch sight of him.
Stun on Veigar, and he's going to get exploded in a minute. He's going to get managed to get the black. I can't remember for the life of me. Did he just pop Ghost? He did. He tried to go with the ulti. He's not going to get the damage down. I'm pretty sure he just used Ghost there, Veigar. He hasn't even got Ghost, so I'm talking out of my rectum. I swear to God, he just looked like he ghosted up. Meanwhile, it looks like Trundle's going to have a go at Ryze at the top, though. He managed to get the stone down. Going to get the big slow on him. He's going to get away, though. He's going to surely turn around. He has got no mana, so he can't really turn around and explode in his face. Meanwhile, down the bottom, and Amumu's had a go as well. Ashe on so low health there. Caitlyn's going to get away on low health as well. And Sona's trying to get the sniper shot. It looks like he got blocked, I think, by Amumu there. The scope shot from Caitlyn, the ulti. I think it was Amumu. One of them blocked it either way. And they are going to return to lane. So still no first blood.
Still no first blood. And it shows you the kind of the game that we've got going on here. 1-1 final map, €500 on the line. And neither team wants to push, just that little bit further than where they maybe do it in the first or the second game. They don't want to put those risks. They're going to play very, very safe in this one, I think. And obviously we see Reyk up top. Does have his boots and obviously Doran's ring, which he started off with. Trundle already got the razors. And Sion is actually up again by the second tower on that top lane. I think he's going to try and come in behind Gragas, who is round about half HP. He's just running his shield down, and he is going to move in there. And there's the ulti from Gragas. Did he pop the stun off? Yes, he is, and they are going to get first blood. And it is Shushei who does manage to get it. P gets away as well, with plenty of health still to push that lane. And Amic, once again, AFK warning. Damn thing. But yeah, first blood to Fnatic. Nice move from Sion.
That's going to be your double AFK. You're virgin on a disconnect on the next one.
No, the first one I avoided, actually.
Oh, okay. So Ryze, just before that happened, actually, Ryze had put put pressure onto Gragas and knocked him down enough, which obviously made it possible. Boots mobility on Sion. So like I said, he's been pushing around the place. That's why he's getting around the map so damn quick. He's zipping around there. And again, bottom lane pushing very aggressively. They have got the ward in river, so they've got a good view on Amumu should he come around the corner area. Gragas returns to lane, but he hasn't really been able to build anything because I don't think he's got too much farm. I mean, he's got 29 millions to 67 Ryze. Reyk, wow, massive farm advantage by PK there. So we just got a glimpse of Sona. I think she just warded up Dragon by the looks of it. Looks like she just went up there and warded it. There's a Mumu in mid. So Veigar just being cautious.
Oh, this could be bad. The ice arrow from Ashe is going to catch out Sona. And they had, of course, Shushei in there who's popped his shield right at the perfect time. And, well, once you get that big stun coming in off the arrow, plus the whirlwind after, you're not getting away from that, I'm afraid, with 3 of them running at you. And middle, Cyanide was just covering, and Shushei already, 2-0 with Cyanide. He's gone for boots of mobility. I think you said that earlier on, actually.
He's got obviously giving as well now.
Yeah, Sheen as well, giving him great movement speed, and he's just going to run riot, I think, just run around this map and cause a lot of problems for Gamed.
Meanwhile, down the bottom, Ashe has gone triple Doran's Blades, and Caitlyn has actually gone to a BF. So I think Caitlyn may have had better early farm. Let's have a quick look. 74 to 85. Not pretty even, to be fair. But that Piltover is going to start hurting on Ashe, which I think we've just seen go through there. Yeah, so it's going to start doing a lot of damage. Meanwhile, it's all happening in the mid there. They're trying to go for Sion again there, which I just don't understand because he's going to just do that shield, and I can see why Veigar's going for him, but you know he's just not going to get a kill on him. Maybe he could have gone for Amumu. I mean, while Amumu's not a great target, he could possibly have got a kill. Ryze had started to move down from top there, but he's backed away. Trundle returns to jungle, all square once again. Meanwhile, they have pushed bottom. I think Ashe has been forced to go back, by the looks of it. So Caitlyn's getting free farm again at the bottom, but Gragas really is losing out heavily at the top here. He's going to get caught once again, going to get the prison on him, double Q, going to get the slow onto him, but just back away. He's going to maybe pop a barrel back in his face, but at the moment, looks like Veigar is going up river, so let's keep an eye on top there. Veigar is coming up river now. Surely going to get the prison down. Is he going to get the flash in time? He does. He ghosts and flash. Going to land the prison. That's going to be the drop, and that's going to be the ulti. That will be Gragas getting the kill. So 2-1 now, the kills. Sion, look at the speed of Sion dashing around the map. Sion, Sion, I don't know what you call him. I don't care, but he does manage to move very quickly. They're diving Trundle here. Diving a Trundle onto the tower. Very aggressive play. They're going to pop the ulti. Going to get the tiny tears and finish him off, and that may well be the turret's going to finish him off with one more turret. No, it won't. Veigar's going to try and come down and try and finish him off as quick as possible. I'm going to have to quickly move before the AFK warning goes. Surely going to get the prison down across there. That's going to catch him. The odd drop, and I think he's just got away with it. Sona's managed to try and put it across. Sona's Veigar, oh my word, he just flashed away with no health. What health did he have on? Oh, God, he was so low. They were a very unlucky game not to get 2 kills there because Veigar got down there so quickly. Meanwhile, Gragas has pushed the lane up to the turret. Still didn't get too much farm, but Veigar very unlucky not to get 2 kills there.
That was ridiculous. I guess they had like 100 health between them, actually, after that one. That was so close.
No. Well, they were going to get Caitlyn. I thought Ashe might have had the ulti up, actually. Didn't bother diving for it, though. Ashe has been back and bought a Meki pendant and a Berserker Greaves. Guess she's feeling she's spamming those abilities a little too much. I don't know. That's... I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. Trundle warding up river and Sion continuing to push as well as Ryze top.
Yeah, and Sion's caught a view there of Trundle, who obviously is going to stick down the pillar, and Sion's not going to get anywhere near him. But he's got plenty of time now to hammer away on this turret. And, yeah, he was a bit careful there not to pop his shield when Trundle came close to him and get the aggro from the tower. Didn't quite work. Down at bottom, things getting a little bit close once again. And Caitlyn just slightly out of range with the pilt over there onto Lamia on Ashe. And, of course, Sona keeping Caitlyn very, very healthy here. And we could see Shushei in a little bit of trouble. Here we go. And surely he's going to go down this time. No, he's not going to go down. Again, this time he survives with around about 100 HP. Yeah, and Shushei says, I love that shield. No joking.
Yeah, and Caitlyn pushing onto Ashe again. Lamia is not having much fun against Caitlyn. And Caitlyn's getting a lot of free farm. Like I said, got that BF sword, so the Piltover's doing a lot of damage. However, meanwhile, Ryze is just being left unchecked up the top there as I quickly move just to make sure I don't AFK. He's got 108 farm. I said at the start, Ryze doesn't farm that well. He's out-farming Gragas massively. He's doubled him in farm. And this happened before. And, you know, they had the advantage early on, but Sion, yeah, like you say, he's just got so lucky so far. He's up to level 10. Veigar's on 11, so Veigar with a slight advantage, picking up blue at the moment. They have that ward. They can see that Amumu just went towards Lizard there. I don't know whether they're going to do anything about it. It doesn't look like it because Clairvoyance has just gone down to see them both. Sion actually came round to get a sniff of it, cheeky. Looks like Trundle is going to head towards bottom. Ashe is pushing on. They're going to surely get onto Caitlyn there. Trundle's going to hit just about the right time. Oh, well timed ulti from Janna, and that's going to just about keep them alive because Trundle surely would have got a double kill there. I think Ashe is very low.
Amumu.
Yeah,
Sion
just
and
got a
Amumu
glimpse.
coming as well.
Yeah, there's a ward there, and he walks straight into a Caitlyn trap. So. Just about covering in time. Gragas has had to go mid to clear mid out. So look at the speed of Sion. He's so aggressive in mid at the moment. And he may actually be the decider in this. He's certainly been very aggressive as Sion. And I'm not too sure how this one's going to play out at the moment, Joe. This is getting quite random.
Yeah, this could be interesting. Reyk actually pushing in onto Ryze. There's the ulti. And he's going to hammer away, but he's not going to really do all that much to him. And down at the bottom, we missed Shushei. Where was that? There's a kill for Shushei onto Veigar. I missed that in middle. Yeah, I was watching the ulti from Gragas up at top. Apologies for that one. But yeah, Shushei really, he's what, 4 for 0 now? Yeah, blasting 1, Negatron Coke, Sheen, Mamildi Boots. He's looking really, really great so far, in all fairness. And I think you might not be too far wrong when you say he could be the deciding factor in this one. This turret, he can just hammer away at it, I think. I mean, he's got, obviously, that shield in there. And we're seeing Zylor taking so much damage. And Shushei not even worried whatsoever about it. Gragas and Ryze. Oh. And there goes the Iris Arrow from Ashe. And bam, that is going to be the kill again for Shushei. That's 5-0 right now. 5-1. And he's becoming...
Oh, right, yeah.
5-0, right?
Yeah.
He's becoming a very scary, fat, fast ogre.
Yeah, and like I said at the start, Sion, he has to be fed, and he has been. He's got all of the kills for Fnatic at the moment. And I tell you what, you're going to load a solo game after this game, and you're going to see Silence all across the map with mobility boots on, just looking around in mid, saying, "No, I've got this in mid. It's all right. I've got this covered." This could be a whole new TF revolution going on. And like I said, he has to be fed early on, and he kind of has been. Oh, and he's just going to eat him alive. Look at that. He's just running around the back. Amumu comes in, ulti, bang, explode. Oh, he might get a no. He's just got away with it again, I think. I don't believe it. That's 3 times he's got away with no health. And that shield, die 1 time, please, says Kevin. It's just not working for them.
Yeah, and that leaves him now at 6-0. And he's just picked up the needlessly large rod as well, which is going to make him even more scary coming forward. And I just want to check out his stats. Okay, so 215 AP he's sat on at this stage. Obviously... 460 movement speed, which can be expected, and he's doing a great job of roaming around. Caitlyn just putting on a little bit of pressure down bottom onto Ashe. And yeah, that Piltover is really hurting now. And Sona needs to be a little bit careful there. She's got the Ice Arrow, gets it back. We are going to see some action going off on top. Ryze not quite able to finish things off. Let's see if they're still pushing at bottom. No, and of course Sona already up above that above half health again. Sion just got himself blue buff, like he needs anything else. And AFK warning. Ta-dum.
I'm absolutely stunned at the moment by how much Ryze has completely out-farmed Gragas. And he's going to take the turret as well, top. Top turret will go down any second now. And that is just, I mean, phenomenal. 147, 148 minions to Gragas' 86. He has dominated that lane, and the mid turret goes down as well. Shushei kicks that out. Oh, Veigar's going to surely get caught here. He just about puts his prison down and legs it for his life. But, well, Shushei could get down that bottom. I'll tell you what, Candy needs to be careful because she's pushing on the bottom, and we've seen the speed that Shushei can get around the map. They're pinging there, like they're warning, saying he could be coming up behind you. He's just... He can take the... Don't face check the bush. There he is. Puts the trap down. There he comes.
He's coming.
Straight out. Gets the stun onto Kane. Look at the damage that stun did. Wow, he's just so aggressive. And this is how it works. Once he gets fed, he is so hard to stop. And
they have to run now.
They're going to have to run away. There's a 5-man push from game. But meanwhile, Ryze is just getting free farm up top. Amumu's free farm in jungle. They're going to go for Dragon here, I think. And I'm not too sure if Fnatic are going to be able to stop it. They are going to come in. I can see Amumu is there. Is he going to bandage toss and ulti? I'm not too sure. I think Game are being very cautious about it, but I think they're going to get hit. Sion. Oh, there goes the arrow. Did they steal it with the arrow? They did.
No, you can't hit it with the arrow, right? The arrow goes through minions.
No, but if it hits the minion next to it, the A explodes, and you can kind of steal it with that. I've been caught out by that one before.
You learn something new every day.
So,
I mean, Ryze up at top. He's got his Banshee's Veil already. Merc Treads are in there as well. And he's probably going home for... I mean, he's got no mana, but he's going probably home to buy some more stuff because he really just can at this stage of the game. I mean, we look 163 to 91. That's a massive advantage. Meanwhile, down at the bottom, we see Shushei once again going that little bit aggressive. And nice work with the Piltovers from Caitlyn just to send that team of 3 packing. And Shushei's just like having a sniff around again. And they don't get near him. I mean, I can't blame him at this stage of the game.
Yeah, I mean, we're 21 minutes in. He's 218. And look at him. He's just going like a boss, literally going in, just dominating, getting that stun. Look, even the stun's doing that much damage. They're going to throw everything at him. They are going to get him down, but I think looks like Trundle might go down in the process. Yes, he will go down in the process. And they've got to be careful because Ryze could get in and get a double, triple kill there. Gragas is going to come around the side. He's going to have to back away. I'm sure they must have it warded. He tried to get in and get the ulti. I think he wanted to get PK there, but I don't think he was quite close enough to blow him backwards. Got to be careful. Oh, Amumu gets in, gets the ulti. Caitlyn goes down. Veigar's in a little bit of trouble here. Amumu's just going to walk straight out there, stroll out the backside. Ryze is going to go up, do as much damage onto them as possible, just blowing his prison and his Q onto them. But again, he should look at him. He's just going to walk back. You keep walking down this way, I'll put another explosion back in your face. They're trying their best to keep him at bay. Oh, they're going to catch him now. Ryze is going to... Veigar, trying to blow as much as he can at him. I don't think... Veigar has used his ulti. I think he used it onto Sona. Caitlyn, the only one with ulti left at the moment, so he is not in the fight. Obviously got taken down earlier, so I think they're going to slowly get picked away from this turret. Look at Ryze. He's just walking back and forward. Oh, he's been trapped. He's been caught. Oh, he's just got to flash away. Use that flash, and that's going to be Fnatic backing away from that turret. However, they got more kills again there. I think they got 3 for 1, I think it was. 2 or 3 for 1 there. So they're just picking away. 8-2 the score. They have obviously top and mid turret already, and this bottom turret is slowly being picked away at. And Ashe is just going to benefit from this and may not have had a great solo lane, but he's going to have the benefit of the fact that everybody in front of them is the target now, and Ashe is not the target. So meanwhile, Ashe is just shooting on the turret. Look, you can just see it being picked away. Meanwhile, they try and take out PK. PK is the target. He's just harassing as much as possible while Ashe just sits there shooting the turret going, this is great. I've got nothing to worry about. Sion is pushing the top turret, though.
Yeah, Sion is charging through. He's only got a couple of minions there, and he's going to back away pretty expected. Caitlyn had just come in there, and will take the couple of golems just because he can. Obviously, that last death that we saw from him was the first one. He's built his Rabadon's death cap, got himself a Negatron cloak, and also an Amp Tome as well, which is going to be building him up just that little bit more and making his shield even more annoying when it explodes in your face. Right now, Cyanide at the bottom just farming up nicely, and he's going to put a full line of minions onto this tower. Sona is there, so they should be able to deal with that one fairly quickly. There's a ward outside Dragon for Fnatic, but actually that's the only ward that they've got up on the entire map at this stage.
Yeah, it's due in 26:10. I think the Dragon is due, is what someone's put. I'm glad somebody else puts the timing down for you and types it. It's very helpful when they do that. Trundle continues to jungle. Let's have a quick look at the CS while we've got a little reprieve, a tiny little reprieve, as Caitlyn gets exploded on a game by Ryze down the bottom. He needs to be careful he doesn't get caught. So that was Sion's only death. I didn't see who got it, actually, because they'd probably got quite a bit of gold for it. Yeah, 647 to Kevin, so mid getting the kill. So let's have a quick look at the builds. So for gamed, we can see that Black Cleaver and another BF sword now on Caitlyn. So Caitlyn's got a lot of damage, but they need help on this bottom turret, frankly, because they're just going to push onto it. But meanwhile, they can't, because they can't pull away, because Sion keeps pushing top. So they can't back away. Caitlyn's surely going to be the target. Amumu is there. I think Amumu must have his ulti back up now. They have 3 members. They didn't quite catch anyone, though, with that prison, so he's going to back away. And that turret down to 57 health needs abandoning, frankly. Ashe starts pushing up mid, and they're just pulling them around. And Veigar needs to be a little bit wary. Sion is missing. He's wandering through the jungle. They have no idea. They've got no vision. He had to use his abilities to try and spot them. 25 minutes in, and now, well, we can see Gamed have been pushed completely away from the Dragon area, which will spawn in 1 minute time, Joe.
Yeah, and we saw Sion actually when you were talking about him there was back at the Wolves, and he builds up his cage as lucky pick. So that's an exciting coming up for Sion, and xPeke is actually just making his way up towards that middle. He's got Ashe there with him, and obviously they push that first turret in middle. Maybe they'll try and push a little bit harder here, because they're all 5 waiting around. I guess Dragon's the best idea. They've actually just pinged over by the blue buff over on... they've got a ward there as well, and they've just spotted Trundle, especially now as they see Clairvoyance go down. So they know exactly where Trundle is, and Trundle's going to be in trouble here if he's not careful. And he's seemingly still waiting there on that blue buff. And Fnatic, yeah, they've moved away from it. They're going to go Dragon first.
Yeah. Yeah, they just pinged it, they knew it spawned, and there goes the Clairvoyance on it. They've took it already. Look at the speed they took it. Trundle's going to have to back away very quickly, immediately putting his slowdown and just getting the hell out of dodge. Oh, the Ashe arrow catching on to Veigar. Will Ryze manage to blow up on him? I don't think he will. Then he doesn't really have the support in time. Amumu comes through, gets the ulti down. That's going to be Veigar going down. Ryze is in a little bit of trouble. He's going to have to back out. Caitlyn's trying to put as much damage on, but Sion, like a boss, goes straight in there. Completely noms onto Gragas. Gragas ignited. Sion, oh, he does go down. Finally get a kill on Shushei. It was Sona of all people that picked up the kill with her ulti. And Caitlyn's going to try and finish off Ryze here. I don't know whether Caitlyn does have her ulti. She's trying to get a clear shot. He's going to pilt over and try and do as much damage. It is Ashe on 1,000. Caitlyn's just trying to hang back here. Has the ulti ready and waiting to blow on someone. It's the only ulti left at the moment. Piltover goes down once again. Surely it's going to go on to Ashe. Ashe on 790. I'm not too sure what it's going to do. She does have a BF, and I can't still see. I'm going to make sure I move and get away with this, but actually they came out all right in that. It was more like Fnatic's over-aggressiveness that caused them problems. They may try and catch a Amumu out here, but they don't really have anything. They do pop his Banshee's Veil. I think they're trying to catch one of the mids out. I think it was Janna and Ashe. They were hoping they were pushed up there, but they didn't go enough. And that is all she wrote for game. They didn't really get anything from it. Veigar's just going to farm the bottom stack. Caitlyn's going to go farm the top stack. And they are going to reset back to normal. However, Dragon went to Fnatic in between all that.
Yeah, and Dragon coming back up 32-20. Thanks, Mellisan, for that. And Fnatic, again, they're stacking with 3 guys walking up towards Baron area. We've got an Oracle on Mellisan, so he's going to go check around, get rid of any walls that might be around, specifically this Baron area by the looks of things. And they're pinging Baron, so I think they're going to go for this one. Okay, she spotted the ward right in the back, so maybe they'll not go for it just yet. Probably would make it that little bit too obvious that they were going in there. But we've got Banshee's Veil on Amumu, Banshee's Veil on Ryze. Super speedy Sion just walking around. And we get something here in middle. 4 from Fnatic. There goes the ice arrow, and it went straight between Veigar and who else was it there? Trundle, I think. Not quite connecting where they wanted. And Shushei is actually... Oh, he's portaled away. I thought there was a barrel going to come rolling in just to annoy him there. But the whole Fnatic team has portaled home. And I guess he's going to be buying up again.
Yeah, that's a classic pullback buy, and I guess they're going to go for Baron, possibly, when they do come back. So they're all purchasing items required. Sion must have a lot of AP by now. He's got Rabadon's death cap included in there. As well as
445.
That's going to hurt someone. If that catches on, say, Caitlyn, that's going to take a good half her health off. The Sona may even get popped with it. I don't know. Veigar is managed to farm a bit. He's got up to 306, so he's building up. He's got his death cap nearly complete, which is why he's farming aggressively at the moment. Janna, clearing out that ward on Baron, like I mentioned. So Oracle there, they're clearing out as much as possible. We have got vision of them there, though, still. So we know that they're on Baron. I think they may have started on it, Joe. No, they backed out. Clairvoyance goes down. They backed out. So Clairvoyance has been used now, though. So that, unless they can get a ward back in there, get some sort of cover in there, which is what Caitlyn's trying to do. She wants to really try and pop a trap in there. Yes, she has. She's got a trap right on top of the Baron. So a sneaky move.
Yeah, nicely placed, that, to be honest. And we've got Sona and Janna are actually pretty much having a bit of a war of Oracle clearing abilities. And there goes the nuke out from Ryze, and Barrel not quite connecting onto him either. He did have his Banshee's Veil up anyway, so it wouldn't have done any damage should it have. And Fnatic are, in that middle area, so they know where xPeke is now as that trap went off onto him. And really just kind of maybe trying to push this middle area just that little bit more so that they feel a bit freer to attack this Baron area. And there goes the ice arrow out from Ashe, and it doesn't actually connect onto anyone. And here we go. Yeah, they're going to start pushing onto this middle tower, and Shushei is going to take plenty of damage there. He is going to get away, is he? Yes, I mean, they are focusing him completely, and that was a very fast takedown there onto Sion, and they have to be careful now. Gragas is rolling his way out, and they're going to try and seal Janna off, who gets a whirlwind out. She's been chased down by Caitlyn, who of course uses the reverse net. Flash over the top. xPeke getting caught. We see the bandage toss coming in from Cyanide, but can he get away? Yes, he can get away, and Fnatic have done a great job of escaping from this one after losing their first man.
Yeah, they got split actually by that wall, and Amumu sort of he threatened to use his ulti but didn't do it. I think that's what they all went, ooh, backed away quickly. Meanwhile, Gragas actually nearly got caught by Ryze as well, and Ashe wasn't in there at all. It's continuing farming down the bottom. She's got an inf edge now. They are going to push. They are surely going to get this mid turret. Yes, they will. So that's going to give them a good advantage onto Baron, which they may well go for now. It looks like the whole team has split off to that side. Gragas isn't there. No, they're going to back away. They're going to port away. They're going to pop a few traps around Baron again. So the trap, I think, is still underneath. Oh, temporary AFK warning. Whoops. And yeah, Gragas had to go to the side to prevent Ashe's push. So I think we've reset. We're back to normal. Didn't quite work out for Fnatic, and Sion's been a little bit overly aggressive, I think. He's gone in twice. I think he's flashed in twice. They've gone for Baron. Joe.
Yeah, they're on Baron right now, doing it with 4, actually. Shushei is going to come joining, as is Ashe. Obviously, Lamia. We've got Trundle down the back, but I'm not sure if they're going to be able to get into this one. Here we go. Game's starting to work their way in, and are they going to steal Baron? No, they're not. He's going to be picked up by Fnatic, and now they're surely going to try and find these kills. There are 3 there. Gragas was just behind by the Wraith, but Fnatic decide, no, let's play it safe, get back into a good position, and push it again. Next Baron coming up, 39-32. And they're going down for Dragon, Fnatic.
Yes, that had spawned, just would have spawned, in fact. 32-40, I think it was, they said before. So that's just spawned. So now Gamed are back in defensive mode. So they kind of clawed the way into it a little bit there, but now they've got to go full defensive. That mid turret is surely going to go. It's on half health. The top inner's full. The top inner, is around about half health as well. Bottom inner's full. So surely, I think Fnatic are probably going to go back and buy after the Dragon, which I'm guessing they've done right now, and they're going to push the top and the middle lane and take those 2 turrets down, and may even try and get a gank as the Clairvoyance goes down on the Dragon. They just caught a glimpse of someone heading towards Trundle, who was at the blue, which is why he's popping his slow, etc. down, trying to get the hell out of there. So have a quick look at CS. Item-wise, you can see it. I'm sure Joe's pressing tab and holding it on the screen for you. You can have a quick look. So you can see that Caitlyn's obviously built pretty heavy attack damage by now, but Ashe has also caught up because Ashe has had the pleasure of having a meat shield in front of him in the form of Sion and Amumu. And really, he's not been the target in any of these fights. It's been Sion that's been the person they've gone for. Just got a glimpse of Janna, actually, in the jungle at the top there. They're not going to bother going for it, though. So they're backing away, so trying to clear the wards out. Obviously, with the Baron Banshee's Veil stacked up, I'm guessing they're going to push mid.
Yeah, it certainly looks that way. I mean, Sion actually just going down towards lower, towards the bottom lane. I guess he's going to take the 2 golems there first before he maybe joins the rest of the team in this mid area. Right now, we do have 3 from Fnatic, all there ready and waiting. Banshee's Veil on 3 of them right now. Actually made that 4. Sion has a Banshee's Veil as well. And currently Fnatic looking like they may steal that Lizard buff. They are going to do that indeed. Who's going to take it? It's going to be Ashe. So, 4 of them there now. Where's number 5? There he is. It's Shushei on Sion. And they are going to push straight onto this tower. And it's going to fall with absolute ease. And we'll see if they continue to push up there or are they going to fall back. Sion's actually gone all the way back there to maybe clear out this bottom lane so that they can knock the final tower down before they get into the base tower region. And yeah, it certainly looks like that's the idea from Fnatic. Gragas is there to try and slow them down. In fact, the whole game team is there, and Fnatic don't look too worried. I think they're just going to sit in there. Ashe obviously could probably get a few shots off. Worried about those barrels from Gragas. Especially the annoying ones where he doesn't explode them and they just sit there, basically blocking you off. And there's another barrel coming out. And there's the ulti barrel, actually. And we're going to see this one all kick off now. There goes the ice arrow from Ashe. And Amumu is already in there. But Amumu's ulti, I think, coming a lot too late. Oh, he's managed to get himself away, actually. But it's not such a bad fight, in fairness, for Gamed. I mean, they've lost 2 guys so far. It looks like Veigar's going to drop. Yes, he is. And Fnatic with 3 men left alive. Sorry, 4 men left alive. Amumu is still there. Should be able to get in onto this turret. Especially with the minions coming in now. Yeah, they're pinging over towards the top lane because, well, right now it's being pushed by a massive stack of minions. And Fnatic are just going to sit back. Baron buff is now run out.
Yeah, so a good use of Baron buff. They did get 2 towers. They got 3 kills in there as well. And for a minute, I thought it was going to go their favour when they obviously they blew everything on Sion so early on, but then they just had nothing. And the Mumu ulti, he was about to go down, and then bang, got the ulti off, and that just turned it. Ryze said thank you very much, and Ashe just stood at the back, not being harassed, not being touched. He's got such a happy game for an Ashe player, this isn't. And you can see, obviously, 3-0-5, because not getting harassed whatsoever in this game at the moment. Caitlyn is going to try and push towards the top turret. No, she's not going to go for it. I was going to say, pretty ballsy. I think the turret might go down itself. It's on 73 hit points. The minions might well take it out. Certainly not this way, but the next one. So, all square once again, and back to farming for game. They just need to pick up the scraps that they can. And at the moment, they are blowing everything on Sion, and the rest of the team are just picking up the kills for Fnatic. So it is 12-5. It is a big advantage. The Baron has worn off, though, so we have reset. And if they can keep Ashe away from the turret, they can't do too much damage on the turret. But unfortunately, they're not staying alive long enough to get to that stage. We've just got a glimpse of Ashe and Janna, actually, in the jungle there. Needs to be wary else. The whole 5-man. Veigar manages to get his prison down, but obviously all the Banshee's Veils there. He's going to come around towards the top turret. They need to be careful. There is a 5-man around that side area. Turret is on half health, like I said, and there you go. Ashe comes in, bang, 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 couple of shots, and nearly takes it out in seconds. They have managed to get the ulti down. Sona gets the ulti across. Lamia is going to go down. It is going to be a Mimic around the side. Amumu won't have his ulti up. They need to be careful. Ryze just blew everything on him. They are going to go for Amumu. Amumu does get his ulti back up. That must have just literally come up. Sion's going to surely go down. No, he's going to get away with absolutely no help. The shield pops. Ryze is in there. Ryze is going to take down Candy. Now all damage is gone for Gamed, and that's going to be an ace. Surely to God, is Ryze going to go down? He does eventually go down. Oh, and Veigar is still alive. Actually comes around the side, manages to take down Amumu, and now that is 4 for 1. Actually, no, because Sion got away again with absolutely nothing
health
on the shield. I don't believe it.
Yeah. That shield really keeping him alive 5 or 6 times by now, I guess. But you know, that's a nice fight for Gamed. I mean, as soon as Veigar came back in, I think Fnatic knew they were in some deep, deep trouble. And actually, Shushei is taking away the blue buff as he just waits for his shield to get back up to give him that little bit extra protection. But yeah, that's a nice little steal, but he should probably get himself home as soon as he can. And he's going to continue to get a little bit of a farm down on this bottom lane, but he should take it at some point. There we go. Finally, the top lane of Fnatic. He's pushed down by Sona. And the scoreline, the kills, 14 for 8. Obviously, the tower advantage definitely with Fnatic at this stage, but you just never know. As we start to creep into that late game, the longer Fnatic let it go, the more of a danger they're in of losing that one team fight that could be GG for them.
And more to the point, the less of the use that Sion has. So Sion's early feed has not transpired into a much late game. Janna just sneaking in, taking that ward down, immediately gets replaced. So the Baron is up, which is what they're aiming for. And Ryze is just baiting them in there. They need to be careful. They're coming around the side. They're going to go for Amumu, actually. They're going to catch him out. His ulti is going to be up, but not going to be up, sorry. It is Lamia going to go down. They're going to come around the backside. In the meanwhile, Sona does manage to pop the ulti onto Sion and Ryze, but they're going to have the Banshee's Veils, which has saved them. Oh, Caitlyn has gone down. Veigar's going to come around the side. Needs to try and get as much damage onto them as possible. Gets a beautiful trap down. Remember, all the Banshee's Veils had been cleared out. Gragas is going to dash away. Veigar is making a run for it towards Fnatic's base. I don't think he's going to get away. Where are you going? That's going to be Veigar down. I'm not too sure what I think he was thinking maybe I'd be able to get there and get a tower, die to a tower so they don't get the kill. But yeah, it didn't quite work out for Game there. They got a little aggressive, and now that's surely going to give the Baron to Fnatic once again. Oh, Gragas is going to camp at the back, I think. Oh, he just rolled his barrel straight in there. I thought he was going to hold it until he could try and get the steal maybe. But Trundle and Gragas are hanging around at the back. Gragas going to come around the side, keep trying to pop the barrels in there. Needs to be careful he doesn't get caught by Ryze. Ryze is going to explode on him, but I think unless they pull off an amazing stun, they're trying to keep vision on it, and Gragas is trying to get the steal on it. That's what he's doing at the moment. He's waiting to toss that ulti in there. Gets it as well, gets the steal. Very nicely done. Don't think there's really anyone alive. No, there's only Sona and Trundle alive, but it doesn't matter because the steal counts. It gives me level 2. That's what I wanted. that's what I'm talking about right there.
I'm level 3, sorry.
But yeah, I mean, that stops Fnatic. It's always one has to go better, but that stops Fnatic doing it. But I think they're just going to charge straight in on towards the tower. Veigar is going to be there. Sona gets the ulti off. Caitlyn is going to try and do as much damage. Doesn't want to stand toe-to-toe with Ryze. And Joe, this is going to be close, but I think Gamed have all respawned in time.
Yeah, they've all spawned. I mean, we see now actually Veigar coming in there. There's the trap down, and we're going to see Ryze dead. Yes, we are. Ulti popped out from Amumu, but they're going to go back from this one. Shushei actually taking a lot of damage as well. We saw the blowback from the... Oh, yeah, nice little pillar there onto Cyanide. That's going to be the death of him. And still, you know, this game is definitely not over. Gamed are still in this one.
Yeah, and they're hanging on into it. So the top turret is being cleared. Ashe is just picking up Dragon. Don't know whether Veigar... They thought about going for it. I think they're just going to instead try and clear the lanes out. But yeah, I mean, they've not lost a base turret. That's the main thing. You can see this in so many games. People are like, oh my God, it's lost. We're 42 minutes into this game. A base turret is yet to go. That is pretty amazing and almost surely going to trigger the lag on the Sky because it seems to be around the 44-minute mark and we're at 43 on the call. So I expect lag imminent. But they're going to go for this bottom inner turret now, mid to inner turret, sorry, and they are surely going to get it. And that will go down very quickly. They need to be careful because Fnatic have... actually, they've still only got 3. It's just 3v5. They're surely going to get the base turret. As I mentioned, the base turret, and they're going to go for Sion. Sion's going to get the ulti on him. 1-2 ultis go down on him. And Ashe is trying to put as much damage down as possible. He's going to get blown backwards, didn't he? By, I think it was Trundle there. Surely, can he get the turret? There's so many so low. Ashe is trying the best to put as much damage on. Use his cleanse up there. I think actually it was the Quicksilver Sash actually used up there. Hasn't got cleanse, obviously. Ryze is going to come in. Ryze is getting all aggressive. He needs to be careful. 5 of them are going to turn around, go straight for him. There is a 4v5 now. Game need to get the hell out of dodge. They are in a little bit of trouble, and Sona manages to get the ulti down, but I think Amumu is going to have his ulti. It's going to be a counter push again. They have managed to take Veigar down as well. Veigar got Ashe in the process, so it's a 3-on-3. Caitlyn tries to put the snare, didn't see who on. Ryze flashes up, that's going to be Sona going down surely. They try to put damage to the side of him. It's going to be the sacrificial lamb, will be Sona, and that is going to be 2 alive. So 2-man standing to defend against a 3-man push. However, there's only AP pushing, there's no AD, so as I try and move to make sure I don't get caught out, Caitlyn is actually being caught in the wrong position. Trundle, get onto your tower. He's trying to get the health regen as much as possible. He's probably thinking, why is this Severe not moving towards it? It is going to be Ryze going forward, and it's just, look, like I said, it is an AP push that didn't have the damage. If Ashe had stayed alive, Veigar managed to pop her just about at the end before he died. If Ashe would have been to stay alive, I think they would have got both the turret and the inhibitor. As it is, game now have a base turret of Fnatic, and meanwhile have all their standing. This is just unbelievable turnaround of events. Oh, Trundle, what are you doing?
Yeah, that was what can I call it? Interesting little peek around the corner there from Trundle. I mean, I'm not sure what he really expected then for them to have gone straight home or what, but I don't know. But they've got the time now for the blue, and I think the last couple at least of those blue buffs on the game side have been going to Fnatic anyway. Baron is up again, so that could be our next big target for Fnatic. And they're just clearing out. Red buff's going to go, I guess, to Ashe. Yeah. Who is nicely built up now. Another BF sword. Obviously, Last Whisper in there. And looking really, really good. And we're going to see... I guess the next team fight is going to be super important, or the next Baron take, at least, is going to be probably the make or breaker.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, 48-20, they've just said, I think, is the next Baron. So expect the wards to start placing. Game don't have anything at all around that river. Hello. Janna's might get caught here. Surely Gragas is there. Ryze is there as well. It's a 2-on-1. 4 now coming round. Ryze needs to get the hell out of there. Oh, really? Trundle puts the stone down. I think whether it was obviously trying to put defensive, but instead it stopped his own team from actually getting kills. They couldn't get past it in time to get onto Janna, and she's going to back away. So very close stuff from Janna there, being very aggressive, trying to put the wards down. Caught a glimpse of Sion. Sion's caught on to Gragas there. Gragas is going to go down. No, the ulti goes through. The Banshee's Veils prevent Sona's ulti, so Sona is going to have to back away. Caitlyn was taken very low. I didn't see what by. I think it might have been Ashe actually popping it through. Sion has popped through, absolutely blows Caitlyn apart, and this is now going to be good GG to Fnatic. They've managed to catch them out. It's that fatal trapping stage of when you're at this game stage, and like you said, only just the next team fight will win it, and that is it. We're now 5v2. The inhibitor's going down. Both turrets are going to go down. They can pretty much tank it now. There's enough minions, actually, that Ashe is just going to take the next inhibitor down. And, well, Fnatic are going to take this one. But Game put up such a great fight, Joe. But, well, just caught out in the end there.
Yeah, and these 5 men are just going to absolutely rip through that. And those 2 towers, obviously, not going to be enough. Sona's just, like, chipping away. And, well, we're just going to see Sion putting on that extra bit of damage. There's nothing the game can do from now, but obviously Fnatic are going to be the monthly champions, the 8th monthly champions of Go4LoL. I want to say Go for StarCraft 2 so often without... we're going to see Amumu go down there in the final stages, but it is a win for Fnatic in another long, epic game. And, well, the team fights there at the end looking so great. I'm not sure really what Gragas was doing, I have to say, at the end of that one for Gamed. He was really ridiculously out of position.
Yeah, and I'd said just before it, they've got no wards at all. They had no vision at all of any of that jungle, any of the river. They just caught a glimpse of Janna. I didn't know whether it was a clairvoyance that went down. They just caught a glimpse of Janna. They kind of went across to it. I don't know whether Gragas was moving down to maybe try and come around the back of them or what he was doing, but he just got completely caught in the middle of nowhere, no man's land, stunned up. Sion, obviously, like I said, he's got them boots. We mentioned it so early on. The boots mobility can zip around the map. It's one of those things, and he just got caught out. And once one gets caught, the rest of the team try to come to save him, and it just snowballs. And everybody's at end game builds that if someone gets caught out, they will get popped instantly, so you can't save them. I mean, when it was a 5v1 like that, it's GG, game over. And, it was unfortunate because Game had just sort of clawed the way back into it after such a horrible, horrible start. Sion was 6-0, I think, at one point at the start. Absolutely dominating. So they did well to just keep themselves in the game. But, they put up a gallant fight, but Fnatic take it and take the money as well, the €500, I believe. So congratulations to them.
Yeah, and in all fairness, I think Game can be really happy at their performance in this Go4LoL tournament because, especially in this monthly finals, because they've come in, they've beat against All Authority first game, which, definitely was a shock in my eyes at least. And they've gone through into the grand final. They've picked up a map against Fnatic, a really great win. And let's be honest, both games went the distance there, so things could have been a little bit different even. I'm going to show you the tournament tree once again just before we close off here, and you can see exactly obviously how it went down. So just to kind of step back in time to Thursday, Fnatic beat Compito first round, then Peculiar in the second round, and of course to date they've picked up Gamed. But Gamed, beat against All Authority, beat Tic Tacs, and pushed Fnatic to a 3-map final. I think they can be happy with some progress, to be honest.
Yeah, and I don't know. I'm left a bit deflated by the ending of that game. It was building up so well to be such a great battle, an epic 5v5 battle at Barons, and then they just got caught.
And it didn't.
It's just like, bleh, and that was that. Yeah, it was so depressing. Especially after a best of 3 epic. They fought back so well in the game 2. They picked it well. I mean, I said at the start I thought Fnatic were going to take it with the picks, but certainly not the way I thought it was going to go, and they kind of let Game into it. I think it was more Fnatic letting them into it than Game clawing the way into it. I don't know, but I don't know. It's just a letdown at the end there, but well done to them. So what are we going to have next? That's the question.
That is the question, and I can't quite reveal what what is next because I don't quite know myself.
Because we don't know.
That's a good one, right? But obviously, our Monday night League of Legends show will remain, at least in some part. Maybe it might switch days and become longer or something like that, is all I'm saying. Coming up, maybe, possibly. Can't give anything away because, like I say, I don't know the full details myself either. But as I mentioned, keep your eyes peeled onto ESL.tv. Keep your eyes peeled onto my Twitter because it's cool. And it's also twitter.com/Joe_Miller. That's where I usually let people know first the news about what's coming up on my shows, at least. Deman obviously has his YouTube channel as well. Make sure you check that out. YouTube.com/user/4Deman, the number 4. And I think that's just about it. Other than to say, Deman, once again, thank you very much. Skype managed to survive the last and least interesting game, maybe. But, thanks, really. It really,
it's been
I really appreciate it. It's been a long night, yeah. I think almost 4 hours.
Yeah.
That's not so bad for a best of 3, I guess.
It's like going back to long double overtime CS games or something.
Yeah, 4 hours. 4 hours is a good amount, especially in this 5,000 degree ESL TV studio. But I survive it. I've got my fan there, which is basically like a small child blowing really crappily. That's how good that fan is. But yeah, really, thanks a lot, Deman. Thanks, obviously, for everyone who has tuned in over the course of these 3 maps. And don't forget you to keep your eyes peeled on ESL.tv and also to my Twitter for news of upcoming stuff. And I think all that's really needed to be said is have a very, very nice week and a nice weekend. So, Deman, again, thank you very much. And we shall speak in a little while. For everyone else, we'll see you next time. Possibly in a second. Now.